What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to week 14 of the NCPL. This week we're going up against Ben, a phenomenal coach of the British Bidoofs. And yeah, you'll probably recognize this music from last week. That's because I'm playing it because I kind of need to get my spirits up. I need to, retrieve my battle spirit. It's grown a little bit since last week, thanks to that really fun match with Bobby, which caught me by surprise. And yeah, like I said, this week we're going up against Ben, a friend of mine. And yeah, I know he's not the best Pokemon player around. That said, he is improving, and he does have a threatening team, and I am a little bit short on preparation, which is unfortunate. But that said, I did definitely put some thought into it. I didn't just, randomly pick Mon. So I encourage you to check out the team builder to see exactly what I think about his team, why I'm bringing the Mons I do have. And yeah, that being said, let's hop into it. See what he ends up bringing. Okay, so the first thing I notice is there's a severe lack of Volcarona. There's a severe lack of Volcarona. I definitely over-prepped for Volcarona. He's got Gliscor, Whimsicott. Whimsicott is not too surprising. He's bringing two grass types. So, no Jellicent, which is surprising. No Credilli, no Volcarona, and no Jirachi. All of those Mons gave me a lot of difficulty, so in the end, I think we're okay. That said, I mean, like, the Mons he still brought do pose a threat, like, without a doubt. He's probably got, Scarf, Vanillux, Mega Aerodactyl. I don't know what he's running. Some Z-move probably on Zoroark, probably a relatively defensive Whimsicott and a relatively offensive Virizion, and something on his Gliscor. I can't really say just what yet, but maybe relatively offensive given the lack of physical offense outside of, Mega Aerodactyl. What do I think initially looks really good? Scizor. Scizor looks really good at the moment. Yeah, Scizor looks like it could definitely put in a lot of work. I do need to watch out. Yeah, once I get to +2, I OHKO Zoroark, I OHKO Whimsicott, I OHKO Mega Aerodactyl, I OHKO Vanillux, and I don't think Virizion can really do too much to me. Depending on the set, 2-hit KO, potentially 3-hit KO, Gliscor. The question is, what do I want to lead with? Doesn't have any hazard removal, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to lead off with just Bronzong. Bronzong, I think, is a pretty safe lead, no matter what, unless he leads Zoroark, so I think that's going to be my play. We'll just lead off with Bronzong. Yeah. Suicune is going to be helpful for Mega Aerodactyl and Gliscor, but outside of that, it's not going to be too helpful. Yeah, it'll be helpful for like Aerodactyl and Gliscor, and depending on the Vanillux set, I think Vanillux does get Freeze Dry, so maybe he's not Scarf, maybe he's a Life Orb set, but so he leads off with this. He could just taunt us turn 1. I would not be surprised if that's the case. So I want to just go for a Gyro Ball right off the bat. I think that's the real question here. He is going to take a lot. This is actually Max HP Timid. So he could take a lot from this. He might just taunt right off the bat. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. And he does, so we get the Gyro Ball off and do 57%. That's it. That is all we do. Wow, I'm surprised. Well, glad we at least got that prediction correct. He definitely didn't want his rocks up, which is understandable. Now the question is, what does he switch into? Probably his Gliscor, if I had to guess. Probably Gliscor. How much does Gliscor take from our Gyro Ball? Not much at all. Not much at all. And his Whimsicott did not take much at all, so he's got to be probably like max defense. Yeah, he's probably like bold max defense. And probably, oh yeah, that means he's probably not max speed either. Yeah, so he's got to be a lot of defense investment. Maybe he's actually more Spadef than he is defense. No, he's got to have a lot of defense investment. Okay, well that's good to know. He's probably going into Gliscor here, so what I can actually do, what I want to do here, I'm going to go into Thunderous Tea. Oh, he stays in and U-turns. Interesting. Interesting. What does he go into here? Aerodactyl? We at least keep out the Gliscor. I don't like that Gliscor at all. He just U-turns. That's a safe play. Taunt, U-turn. He's probably got some grass move. Goes into this. goes into this. I could go into Suicune here. He could be, I don't know what set he is. He's probably Scarf if I had to guess. He knows I could be running, or he might know I could be running Flash Cannon, which could do a lot of damage. I am a Spadef Bronzong, so I'm just going to go into that because I shouldn't take like anything from this. Yeah, and I get frozen. I get frozen. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, well, let's see here. What do we do about the freeze now? He could just go into Zoroark here. Either way, I don't really have too great of a switching to this. I think we just try to unthaw for the time being. The way he stayed in, I do think he's Scarf. I'm just gonna try and thaw for a turn. Honestly, that's like all I really can do at the moment. I thaw and I at least get on my rocks. That's pretty cool. So I'll take that. Luckily, that freeze didn't really have an effect on the match, so glad to hear that. What do we want to do here is the real question. We could go into Tangrowth. I'm a little afraid of switching in on a Calm Mind set though, so I'm not sure I want to do that right away. I think I'm just going to Toxic this thing right off the bat. He could close combat. I don't know exactly what he wants to do just yet. He could go into Gliscor here. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. He could anticipate a potential Psychic and go into something like Zoroark. That's very possible. He didn't go into Gliscor last time. He just U-turned. He didn't hard switch. That said, he might have. That doesn't really tell us too much. Yeah. I think Toxic is still my play here. I don't want to switch in... Actually, is Toxic my play here? Or is going into Scizor my play? Oh, he taunts me here too. So he's got taunt on this, and he's got taunt on Whimsicott as well. How much is my Gyro Ball doing to this? I did not anticipate double taunt. Let's see here. My Gyro Ball is 2 KOing this thing probably. Oops, that's the team builder. I'm just Gyro Ball. He Stone Edges, that's not doing much at all. He's Life Orb too. Ooh, we do a ton of damage there. I think he might have anticipated the Thunderous T-switch in potentially. Yeah, that said, if he goes into Gliscor, I have a pretty free switch into Scizor at this point, especially given how weakened this thing is. So I want to go hard into Tangrowth right now. That might be the play. That might be the play. I'm just going to Gyro Ball again. Actually, no, I didn't even really think about that too much. What is my play here? He's Edge, Taunt, probably Leaf Blade, and Close Combat if I had to guess. He's Life Orb, which is a pretty typical set that he's been running so far. I think my Tangrowth can probably take anything he wants to go for. What does he switch into here? Probably his Gliscor. Like, that's definitely the play here. So I think I do want to switch into Tangrowth. He stays in. He stays in to go for Sacred Sword. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so what's my play here? I think... What do I go for here? Do I Sludge Bomb? I think Sludge Bomb's the play. Sacred Sword isn't going to be doing too much. We'll be a little bit over half, and given Regenerator, that means we'll be fine for the most part. Giga Drain, I mean, he's gonna... Yeah, there's no point in going for Giga Drain right now. I think I Leech Seed on potential switch. I think that's the play. Yeah, he's Hidden Power Fire. And so he does a decent amount of damage. That said, I mean, at this point, we're about half. We'll be like 80%, I think. Yeah, 80% when we switch out and come back in, so not too big of a problem. We invite Vanillux back in. That said, we have Bronzong just fine. We actually taken, what's it called, an Aerial Ace from this thing pretty well. He could Fire Fang relatively safely here if he wanted to. Yeah, let's see here, because we are pretty bulky. Yeah, let's see here. Aerial Ace. Oh, Aerial Ace we actually probably don't take. Okay, well, that's good to know. I could go into Bronzong here. How much is my Bronzong going to take from this? Bronzong, putting all the work is sweet. Or at least, hopefully. It takes a lot from Earthquake. He doesn't know that we're that, though. Actually, I don't really want to risk that. I think I'm going to go hard into Scizor. Because even if he's, I'm intentionally not calcing with Mega. So, no need to freak out about it. Fire Fang won't KO us. He could just Fire Fang here. I could go with Suicune as well. Suicune's probably not a bad play. It's probably a good mid-ground if I had to guess. Yeah, I actually like Suicune here more so than anything else. So let's do that. He could have pursued it, which would have been scary for sure. Let's see what he ends up going for. Aerial Ace? No, he does have the Fire Fang, so I'm glad we didn't go into Scizor there. Now, I could Scald here, as he brings in Whimsicott probably. He's got Taunt, U-Turn, what else? As he goes into what? As he goes into Whimsicott. What do we want to do here? What do I want to go into here? Whimsicott's the obvious play. Whimsicott's the obvious play. Do I just click Scald and try and burn it? And then Poison Jab with Garchomp potentially? Or do I switch and do Scizor here? Because there's no way he's going to Fire Fang here. And my Bullet Punch is probably going to knock this thing out. I kind of like switching into Scizor here. Yep, as he goes into Whimsicott, so we get that play correct. Now we are Mega, we don't have to worry about taking non-Mega damage. I could probably SD here and win, to be honest. He should taunt me, but I should probably just SD to be safe. He could be running Hidden Power Fire. We probably take it anyway, so I'm just going to SD. Because we're physically defensive, I mean, yeah, depending on what his Gliscor spread is, we could potentially 2-hit KO that. And depending on his spread, he might not even 2-hit KO us, so. As he just U-turns. He just U-turns. He just U-turns as he goes into Gliscor. We will, we'll SD. He's definitely running Fire Fang here. He's definitely running Fire Fang. Let's see here. How much are we doing? So yeah, see, like, if he's not adamant, like, if he's not offensive, even if he's offensive, he's doing, you know, half to us. Whereas our Bullet Punch, you know, depending on it, if he's this offensive, he's not, you know, all this HP potentially. So we have a good chance of maybe even 2-hit KOing. So I'm just gonna Bullet Punch. We only do 36%. Is he just Earthquakes? Wow, I'm surprised with how little that did, to be honest. That said, his Earthquake did 18% and our Bullet Punch at +2 did 36%. So I'm gonna calc this real quick. At +2, he's probably, you know, max HP. He's probably max defense. Yeah, with either a neutral nature or even a boosting nature. Probably a defensive boosting nature, which means he's probably not going to be doing much damage to us at all if he does have Fire Fang anyways. That said, he could roost up on us potentially, so I'm going to want to SD here. Yeah, so we get an SD again, and I think that might even just be game, to be honest. Because we'll knock out pretty much, yeah, we'll 2-hit KO the Gliscor at this point, so that's probably GG. Oh shoot! Oh shoot, I totally forgot about that. He's got, I didn't even think about the potential for Encore because he already had Taunt. The question is, now what? Darn it, I thought that was GG. I thought that was GG. I should have just BP'd again. Good stuff, Ben. Now I think he U-turns here. I definitely think he U-turns here. definitely think he U-turns here. So I kind of want to go into Garchomp, to be honest. Get him a little bit of, what's it called? Rough skin damage. Or do I just go into Bronzong? Then he goes back into Gliscor, and then I go back into Suicune. Does he not have a Grass-type move? That would be interesting. If he U-turns out, he can't necessarily Encore me again. That said, he can go into something with a Fire-type move at this point. Oh, I should have seen that coming. That's my bad. Getting a little bit too hasty. At this point, he's either got a Grass-type move or a Fairy-type move. I can just pretty safely go into Bronzong, to be honest. His Gliscor is kind of low. Actually, Thundurus can win too. If Thundurus gets an agility off, I can do that too. So definitely quite a few win cons here. He's probably not running Fire Fang. He's probably running Roost, Earthquake. Something else? I don't know just what just yet. I don't know if he has a Grass move or not. He's probably just going to U-turn here. And if so, I kind of want to just go into Suicune. I should probably just go into Bronzong. Bronzong's the safe play here. As he goes into this. Wow. It's quite the move. So what I can do here is pretty safely Gyro Ball. It's probably not going to do a lot to this Gliscor at all, but it'll probably force a Roost, and then we can get a free Scald off with our Suicune. Yeah, I think Gyro Ball, or do I go hard into Suicune here? That's the real question. Do I go hard into Suicune on the anticipated Gliscor and then get the Scald off? I think if I do that, I end up, what's it called? I end up with the Gliscor at lower HP. He stays in. I don't know. Oh! He actually used that. Wow. So he actually used Zoroark as, you know, disguised form this time. I'm so glad I switched out Bronzong. I was not expecting that at all. Man, I need to work on get my game together, really. Okay, so he's Black Hole Eclipse, he's probably running Dark Pulse, he's probably running something else too. His obvious switch-in is Whimsicott, for sure. I kind of want to substitute. That said, Black Hole Eclipse did how much from this Zoroark? Let's see here. Black Hole Eclipse. That's probably Dark Pulse, maybe Z move, and that is Scizor. That is not my Suicune. So he's probably running. That's at 49.8%. So he's probably running something like max special attack. Obviously, he doesn't have a move like that. So yeah, he's probably running, you know, max special attack. Let's see how much this Dark Pulse is doing. We can actually sub up on this, which is pretty cool. We can actually Calm Mind up on this. He actually probably just goes hard into his Whimsicott here. So I'm gonna Scald. As he Dark Pulses, he's going for a flinch? Oh no, he's not. Okay. So we get off the Scald, which is nice. I'm just gonna Protect here. I want to get a little bit more HP back. See Dark Pulses again. Honestly, I'm tempted to go into Scizor here to save, you know, the HP on this thing a little bit better, because I do want to keep this thing relatively healthy. Do I risk that? That's the real question. How much does Tangrowth take here? From a Dark Pulse, it takes too much. That's for sure. What about Scizor? My Scizor is a pretty bulky Scizor, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's go into Scizor here, as he goes for the Dark Pulse. And so we take that decently well. Of course, we cannot let him do anything, so we're just gonna bullet punch here. He saves it to go and sacrifice this. So at least that pesky Whimsicott is gone now. That's at least good. And it looks like, you know, Garchomp could win once I weaken Gliscor a little bit more. Same with Thunder's Teeth. Thunder's Teeth gets an agility up and wins. This thing comes in. What's he gonna go for? He's probably gonna roost himself, if I had to guess. He could be Taunt Gliscor. He could actually be Taunt Gliscor. Could be Taunt Firefang. We know he's super defensive, so he's probably not even going to do that much damage to us. He's probably just going to roost here. I can probably roost myself. Question is, do I want to right now? Do I go into Suicune and just click Scald? How much is Gliscor going to do? Let's see here. We determined he's like max HP, max defense. So his Earthquake, you know, is not going to be doing a lot to us regardless, but what about Suicune? Suicune we can switch in on pretty safely, to be honest. Or we can switch in pretty safely, given after leftovers that probably won't KO us. So I think that's what I'm going to do here, as he probably roosts anyways. Oh, he protects. Oh, is he like a sub-roost set? That would be really annoying. Like a sub-toxic set. He could be. He could be. And for that reason, I kind of just want to Scald right away. And just get some damage off on this thing. Because that way, he can't Toxic and then Protect. Yeah, we 2-hit KO him with Scald, so I'm just going to Scald. Yeah, as he Toxics. He's probably that annoying, like, Toxic Protect set, so... He's probably going to Protect here, which is totally fine. Because... yeah, like I said, I kept him in range where he can Protect and then he won't be able to knock us out with Scald. Oh, but you know what he can do is he can probably do the whole substitute thing. That's really annoying. So he's probably going to Protect here. I'm going to go hard into Thunder's Teeth. Oh, he roosts. As he roosts. Wow. That's surprising. I don't know if that was a particular read or something like that. Either way, my HP Ice is knocking this thing out, so... And I know he's got Toxic, Roost, Protect, and Earthquake, so he doesn't even have Substitute. I should have paid more attention. I need to get back into my battle mentality, that's for sure. So I could Agility here, and probably win. Depends on what he wants to do here. He might just Protect. I kind of want to Agility. I want to Agility. He doesn't Protect. He doesn't Protect as he Toxics. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying is what that is he probably Protects here. Either way, I'm just going to hit him Power Ice. That's fine. That's fine. I'll hit him Power Ice again. He's going to have to sacrifice a couple Mons. He lives this. He could Roost it off. I think either way, if I get rid of Gliscor, Scizor wins, so... I think we're still in a good position. He's going to have to go into, you know, Vanillix if he has, what's it called? Oh. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Oh, that's right. Did I kill Aerodactyl earlier? I need to be on my game, that's for sure. So he goes into this. He might be running Ice Shard. He doesn't outspeed us otherwise. If he is running Ice Shard, that's totally fine, because he's probably locked into it. But, what? He's that bulky? He's that bulky? Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's that bulky. Either way, I think he's got, what, Protect, Earthquake, Toxic, and Roost. So our Scizor beats his Gliscor 1v1 anyways. So my play right now is definitely just go into Scizor and, yeah, click Bullet Punch. And knock this thing out. We can roost up on his Gliscor, and we can set up on it all day, and that should be GG. Man, I totally underestimated how bulky Vanillix was. I totally thought Thunderous D would knock it out. Yeah, so he can try to, I mean, his only real hope is getting some crits and PP stalling, but now that we show Roost, that's gonna be GG, friend. Yeah, crits are gonna be doing, you know, 30% max, so. Not to mention, he only has 13 Earthquakes left, so worst case scenario, you know. I'm just gonna get to +6 real quick, and that way I'm pretty sure we'll 2-hit KO him. So we'll SD one more time. Even if he gets 2 crits in a row, he can't knock us out, so yeah. And now we'll Roost up to get healthy, and then we'll click Bullet Punch a couple times, and that should be a good game. And with that, we will be, what's it called? We will be 13-1. Yeah, we will be 13-1 with our last match going up against James, which actually has some playoff implications for other people. So I'm going to be taking that as seriously as I can, of course. Oh, there's the... What? That was so weird. I thought the Mega Aerodactyl was alive, but... So confused. So confused, but... Anyways, good game to Ben. Good game to Ben. Yeah, like I said, next week we go up against James, who's definitely a formidable opponent. He has some playoff opportunities, and other people have some playoff opportunities riding on that match, so I'm definitely going to give it my all. And of course, I want to end the season with a 14-win game streak. We are on a 13-game win streak. You know, we lost the very first match and have won every game since that, so I'm pretty happy with how that goes. Ben, this was a good match. You definitely caught me by surprise at certain points and kept me on my toes, so good stuff to you, and that's really all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, but I'll see you guys next week. But until then, this is Moon90, and this mission is complete.